Hi guys, and welcome to the next horror review. This one isn't a indie film. This is a fairly new film. Me and my daughter were sat here yesterday and we thought, let's watch a horror, and she chose this. It's called The Eyes of My Mother. Basically, it came out in 2016, the 18th of November. 18th of November 2016, and it was written and directed and edited by Nicholas Pett, and his directorial debut. Basically, it's black and white, and it's basically about a young girl who lives with her older mum and dad. Her mother used to be an eye surgeon, a surgeon in Portugal, and basically taught her all about human anatomy. So death and gore and stuff like that doesn't really faze her. A drifter turns up at the house while the father's out at work. Asks to use the restroom. The mother's reluctant at first, but she agrees to it. When he gets into the house, he's a little bit skittish, and you can already tell that there's something going to happen. She tells him where the restroom is. He then asks her to show him, and she repeats herself. Next thing you know, he pulls a gun out, and you're like, okay. And he basically gets the little girl Francesca to sit on the chair and not to move, while he gets the mother to show where the restroom is. Anyway, the father turns up. And basically comes in to find Francesca sat there on the chair, and he hears a banging noise. Follows the sound of the banging noise to find the drifter. Doing something really bad. I don't want to spoil it, but doing something really bad. So the father then knocks the drifter out, drags him outside, and ties him and chains him up in the barn. The little girl, Francesca, curiosity gets the better of her. Her father's not really talking to her since the drifters turned up. She goes out, curiosity gets the better, and she goes out to the barn to find out what's going on. She finds the drifter in there. She tends to his wounds, and because obviously her father's not talking to her, she becomes quite close with this guy. Tending to his wounds and what have you, and feeding him. A few years pass, she gets a bit older, and basically the father passes away. So she's very lonely. She keeps the body for comfort, but she's really, really lonely. She's trying to find her way in the world. She basically goes out to a pub, picks up this Asian girl, takes her back to her house for comfort and what have you. Things don't go very well. You don't really see what happens, which is a bit of a shame. She's getting more and more lonely. She's still got the man tied up in the barn. That's sort of like a really weird relationship there. She doesn't speak much English. That's another thing about the film as well. There are subtitles with the film as well. I should have mentioned that before, sorry. But yeah, the loneliness is pretty bad. And she meets this woman with a baby, and decides that that's what's missing in her life. So she takes the baby, and ties the woman up in the barn, cutting her eyes out and her vocal box so she can't speak and can't see. Her mum taught her how to do it, so she knows what she's doing. And she then brings the baby up as hers. As you can hear from the sound of my, to be honest, I wasn't very enthusiastic about this film. There were a couple of little bits that were okay, but on the whole, it's a bit of a boring film, in my opinion anyway. My daughter absolutely hated it. She it's very, very much of a slow burn. And to be honest, not a lot really goes on. And the things that do go on, it's sort of like, I don't know. I think the fact that it's sort of years past and you don't really see what's gone on. It's like with the father, you don't really see what happens there. 1 minute the woman she picks up from the bar's there, next thing she's not. So it's sort of like a bit disjointed, a bit all over the place. If you like your black and white films and you like your subtitles and what have you, then this film will be for you. Like I said, I wouldn't class this as a horror. I would class this more as a drama. Yeah, more of a drama than a horror, really. It wasn't scary. It wasn't really gory. And like I said, to be perfectly honest, it was a bit. I was very bored. I watched it to the very end. I thought, well, no, I'm gonna stick this out and watch it to the very end. And I wasn't impressed. I think my overall rating for the film, I was talking to my daughter earlier, and I think we came to an agreement that I'd say it's about a 4 out of 10. The scenery, even though it's in black and white, the scenery is lovely, and the acting's very good. The woman who plays Francesca, is a really, she plays the part very well. But like I said, there's not really a lot going on, and when the stuff does go on, it's sort of like, I don't know, it sort of drags a little bit. So yeah, that's my review for The Eyes of My Mother. I give it a 4 out of 10. And that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, drop me a like below. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, and give me a like. Check out the bell so you know when all my videos are coming out. There's a couple of other things on the channel that I do. I do unboxings, I do gaming, I do stuff like that. At the moment I won't be doing any gaming for a little bit because I've had physio again and my shoulder's playing up a little bit, so I won't be playing any games over the next couple of days. I'm sorry about that. I was hoping to carry on with Resident Evil, but my shoulder's really bad at the minute, so I really apologise about that. And like I said, I'll catch you in the next video. Catch you on the flip side. Wiley out.